YouTube, been messing about with this guitar here. This is a Epiphone Les Paul. I was talking about putting, I did a video shimming the neck yesterday. I was talking about putting a push-pull pot in, and I have. And I was thinking, well, I could have made it a coil split, which is a bit difficult because it means taking the pickups to bits and all that, and it's like I'm just going to sell the guitar for, like, I think I'm going to try and sell it for 75 quid. So really just spending, you know, an hour taking the pickups to bits kind of is not really worth it. So I've got the push-pull pot in, and it was either a phase switch, and I thought of I was talking about a Yamaha Revstar that I borrowed off a pal Ian. It had a switch on it called a dry switch, which I've copied here. I was using it as a high pass filter with a like on a pot, so you could vary it. Whereas on the Yamaha, it's just basically a switch that just kind of gives you more of a single coil sound. Kind of the phase kind of gives you more of a single coil sound as well. So what I've done is here, it was a stupid idea. I've been building them before using a 2.2k resistor, 2.2k cap, which runs through, which kind of takes away some of the bass. But the Yamaha uses a 3.3k and a resistor in the circuit as well. So what I've done is I've just temporarily, like, this cable's not long enough to show you. My cable broke, my good cable. So this is just basically two switches that are temporarily sellotaped to the side. This switch here changes which cap it uses. So if it's up, it's the 2.2. I wrote it on pencil what it is it does. So it's 2.2k. Yeah. It's a bit intermittent though, because of this thing hanging on the side. So I mean, it won't be like that. It won't be intermittent if you hear it cutting out. And then the resistor to see which is the best to do. So here's the guitar. Neck pickup. And here it is with the switch on. It's not a huge difference, but it does give it more of a bridge pickup. Yeah, as I said, it's intermittent because I've got wires hanging at the back. I just poke it a wee bit at the back. Yeah, it's on now. Does give it a little bit of sparkle. So that's the 2.2k. That's a 2.3, 3.3. Doesn't make a massive difference which way they use the two. I think that the two is slightly brighter. I think it's just basically moving where the cut-off point for when it starts taking the bass out is. I think the 3 isn't quite as good. And here's we put the resistor in. Resistor off. I think it makes more difference with the resistor off. I mean, we're talking about a very small amount. To be honest, I think it kind of does the same thing with either one of these caps and with the resistor in or out. It really does give it make it sound more like a single coil. On, off. You know, I didn't really. It took me ages to wire up this stupid design, this stupid switch thing to try and switch between the different grades of it. But to be honest, I think I might just put a phase switch in. I've wasted all morning doing this, thinking it was going to be like one of these sort of technical. Sit there, you can't really. It's not making enough of a difference. I don't know whether it's maybe just because it's not like a super expensive guitar. And, you know, it's a really subtle difference. You'd maybe notice it if you're playing through super high end. The valves have gone in my wee Laney. It's like I was complaining the other day about it being a bit noisy when it's off. It's just getting worse and worse. So my claiming that the Laney was a pure and amazing amp. I've already had to change the valves in it, and it's like the valves are not cheap. They're £15 a pop, and that's not even for particularly fancy ones. It seems to be, I don't know. I'll keep you updated. I can't do anything just now because of lockdown, but it seems to eat valves. When I bought it, probably 3 years ago, the guy said, "Oh, it's just a new valves put in it," and then about a year and a half. No, it was just before lockdown, or just at the start of the first time, and so less than a year ago, you know, about 10 months ago, I got a couple of the valves changed at a great place in, I know a guy in Glasgow, and you know, it cost 60 quid, it was like 30 quid for the valves, and then it worked okay, and then it started doing the same thing again. So I don't know if there's maybe something either wrong with the amp which is causing the valves to go, or whether, do you know what I mean? It's like, so is the high pass, is the Yamaha dry switch really worth it? I decided I preferred the 2.2 and the resistor not in circuit did a bit more. So there's I think, to be honest, it's not enough. I don't think it's doing enough to this particular guitar. I was using it before. It worked really, really well when I was doing the triple bucker thing, because it was quite a muddy sounding pickup, and if you use the filter, it kind of cuts away a lot of the mud and just work really well. It doesn't seem to be working very well on this guitar. I mean, it's working. I can hear it doing it, but it's like, you know, if you have to sit and listen to it, and then, you know, switch between the two and try and decide, you know, is that different? You know, it's like, it's not enough. That's not a big difference. I think it will probably come through even less on YouTube than what I'm hearing here. Mind you, I'm not looking at the amp. I keep forgetting, actually thinking about it. You know, if you want to, I remember having this, sort of telling people this before. It's like, sit so your amp, you know, when I'm standing here like this, that's great because the amp's playing into your ear, whereas just now I've got it behind me, so I'm kind of not. Maybe if I look at it. Yeah, so I would basically just say it's not worth putting a dry switch or a high pass filter or a strangle switch or any of these in this particular guitar. I don't know if maybe the pickups are too high in output, too low in output, too bright, not bright enough. Something it doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's working, I can hear it working, but it's not doing very much. And when I was putting it on the Strats, it was making a huge difference. And it's like, this is kind of not. Yeah, so this afternoon I'll probably just put a phase switch in this. I might do a video this afternoon actually just playing the guitar. This is really annoying. The reason I'm not doing a demo or like a jam with this is because it's wobbly, because it's, you know, it's an old pickup cover with bits and sellotape and stuff on it, so it keeps cutting in and out, which isn't really annoying. Maybe if I pick maybe was it not holding the tune very well? I was wondering if maybe if I put distortion on it makes a bigger difference. yeah, it's doing something. It's not doing enough. Sod it. Phase switch getting put in. Rock on.